Hello and welcome to the SC Ready Room. Tonight we're going to do a little bit of relaxing gameplay. It's not going to take very long, probably 15-20 minutes or until I fill up at least 12 SCU. At the moment you can see I've got space snow. I think it might be a result of some alt tabbing. It's actually pretty cool looking, honestly. Alright, first thing we got to do is find the salvage.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Alright, looks like I found a piece. Yeah, looks like I've definitely got the snow effects bug, but that's okay. Spool down jump drive.
Quantum travel engaged.
Every once in a while you guys are going to hear me call out commands and stuff. I use a program called Voice Attack. I am not affiliated, but if you check the About info, you will see a link that takes you to Voice Attack. It is an amazing program to use that really helps with the immersion. Let you automate things like oh crap. Like dropping your landing gear or setting up your jumps or just lights on,
Lights on.
which, as you can tell with the Vulture, really does not affect a darn thing. Although it did light up the Hercules just enough. Here in a second you're going to see me do something kind of weird. Or I'm not doing it that's weird, I've already done it. If you notice I only have one set of scrapers. And both of those are braids. I was running into a bug where after a few seconds of salvaging, my ship would revert to the cinch. So the workaround that I found was to just remove the cinch, and it kept me with the larger scraper. I have done the putting my trawler on here, but it seems that on the Hercules with the Vulture I waste a lot. I can fill up my cargo hold pretty quickly this way. But for the most part, I'm just going to sit here, salvage the ship, and just enjoy some quiet, leisurely time. Yep, there's a bad spot on the Hercules, and I'm guessing there's probably a component there. Hello to the new viewer. One thing you want to make sure you do whenever you are salvaging is when you see that filler station ejecting, you want to stop salvaging. You can waste a lot of salvage doing that. Alright, got my first container, or set of containers filled up. Also, just to let everybody know, we have created a corporation called Twisted Metal Salvaging. When we go live, we are going to be primarily gathering resources to fund all our other endeavors in the game, whatever they may be. If you're interested in joining, just look us up on the Organizations tab at the RSI website. We will gladly accept just about anybody. We are not picky people. There's not an interview process or anything like that. The only thing I would like is for you guys to join us in Discord, which is in the About link as well. If you're seeing this video on YouTube, check the description. We'll have that down there. Again, tonight, just doing some relaxing salvaging and whatnot. Tomorrow I'll do my official stream, and I'll probably do some bunkers and doing my first attempt on the 890 jump mission. And I will start doing a lot more streaming after this week. Just upgraded my PC from Ryzen 3 that I had to Ryzen 5 5500, and upgraded my RAM from 16 to 32 megabytes. And as you can see, I'm getting about 35 frames, 37 at the moment. I've got everything set to very high, and the game looks gorgeous. Usually I'm sitting at about 75, but I think this little snow effect is giving me a few issues. And if this is your first time tuning in, welcome to the channel. I am in a Drake Vulture in the cargo hold at the moment. What you're seeing here is inside this little yellow line here is the official cargo grid. It'll hold 12 SCU. This little thing right here is the filler station that has a cargo and a create. This is the beginnings of the crafting zero. If I hadn't brought a multi-tool with me, I could have created one of those, along with the beam, the light SRT attachment, and a can. Now what the SRT attachment and can does is it lets you hand salvage. And as you fill up those cans, you'll want to make several of them, because they will fill up rather quickly. Whenever I fill up that filler station up top that you'll see here in just a moment, it'll let me put two of these in a queue. Basically, it'll pop one out and then fill the other one up, and I have to come down here and move it around. Usually I have Ellie with me that will move these around, but she is off tonight watching a webinar, however you want to pronounce it. Vulture has a lot of little compartments to open up. I'm imagining it's going to be good for whenever they fully implement the engineering.
Yes, sir.
Got some doors, gravity generator. I don't think I can access that yet. Or the battery. I am pretty sure I can open all of these. Nice little bed. And up until yesterday, I did not realize that had an external storage on there. So if you do have a friend with you and that they're going to move the cargo for you, you can throw a couple of extra multi-tools and some tractor beams under the bed, and that way you won't have to waste a box and 3/4 making tractor beams and multi-tools. Got a nice little bathroom. Shower head right above. Got a couple more accessible boxes in here. I don't think I can open the scanner one yet. Yeah, that one can't be opened yet. There's 2 ways in and out of the ship. There's a door right here and in the back in the cargo as well. I'll show you an external view here in just a moment. This is a nice looking ship. I enjoy it. And from what I understand, when ship munching happens, here in the center, those little beams will actually pull in pieces of the ship, and a door opens right below me, and that's where the actual ship grinding will happen. I'm not sure how quickly it's going to fill up them boxes in the back, but I imagine fairly quick, to where you'll need a crew member on here. Technically, this ship is a single-person ship, but since they can sit on the bed or lay in the bed while you're going through everything, it is definitely easier to run a crew in here. Normally, I can fill up the 12 SCU in about 15-20 minutes, and then 12 plus 4 more on the side. Normally, I'd be able to put 8 off on the left-hand side, but the last couple of patches have made the cargo very unstable to do that with, so they bounce around and do some really weird stuff like jumping out of the ship or just bugging out the cargo where I can't sell anything at all. So tonight, when I do go to sell, I'm just going to make the attempt at 12 at a time plus 4 more. I don't know if it was just because I was at Warville, but I'm going to make it a point to go back to Area 18. And hopefully if it's daylight and you're one of these people that have trouble figuring out where the spaceport is, I will show you that. I will also show you how to get to the TPP and what it looks like. And if you find yourself wanting to play the game, please use the referral code I have down below. Again, it's in the about, or if you're watching this on YouTube, it'll be in the description as well. I believe I also have it set up Yeah, I'm not sure where it's at. Normally it's at the top of the screen, but it's not showing up for some reason. But that's okay. If you're curious about my setup, I am running a Thrustmaster T16000 for my left stick on my HOSAS and a Logitech Extreme 3D Pro for my right hand. Both of these sticks are extremely inexpensive. I believe the 3D Pro is about brand new, it's $30. I got mine used. And the T16000 is anywhere between $45 and $60, depending on where you get it from. I got mine from a local game shop here. Looks like I need to reset my miners a little bit. Oh, there we go. Well, that was quick. You'll find that certain parts of the ships when you're doing the Hercules will give you a lot more salvage than the others. The wingtips on it will boot you up to like anywhere between 25 and 35 STU a second. Or that's what the extraction thing says. Here's what I meant by being able to put some off on the side. Normally I could double stack them, but like I said, the last 2 or 3 patches have made that extremely unstable where these jump around like Mexican jumping beans. And a lot of times they will bounce right out of my ship. And then I have to go hunting for them. The other thing is you never want to just let your beam sit. It seems to slow down a lot when you do that. This is one of the parts of the ship that I was telling you to fill up the boxes really quick. And it's on both sides. It seems like it draws it from both sides of the ship. And I will show you my reason behind my thoughts on that. This is one of the few places where you can just sit and let it draw. Because if you watch the extraction rate, it's jumping up to 0.0020 and more, and it's filling up really quick. I think what it is these slots in between are what's letting you draw it from the other side of the ship. as I was saying earlier, and I got kind of sidetracked, if you find you want to try the game out, all you need to do is pledge $45. You do not need to spend any more money than that in this game unless you feel like you want to pledge some more to the developers or there's a ship you just can't do without. But if when you make your account, go ahead and use my referral code and it'll get you 5,000 more credits to use in-game. Ah! Just about lost that one. And that code can be found at the down below. If this is on YouTube, it will be in the description. And if you're watching this on Twitch, it will be in my about info, along with my system specs, which I believe I need to update since I just upgraded my video card to a RTX 2060. Looks like I got a blizzard going on in the game. As you can tell, I also like cutting the ship into sections. Look, I haven't even done the bottom half of this side of the ship yet. If I had to give this game a comparison to another one, it's a lot like Scum, but in space and with spaceships instead of pickup trucks and small vehicles and motorcycles. They are planning on adding base building, more robust economy. There's several other videos from some of the bigger names like Loud Guns, Salty Mike, Space Tomato, and the Astro Pub. Which, by the way, if you haven't, definitely go over to the Astro Pub and check out the Astro Historian for a lot of the stories and lore on the game. It is really impressive, and they do a great job of bringing the lore to life. One thing you can do, if you notice how I'm getting it to spin, when you have your tractor beam on something, if you hold down R and go left or right, you'll move it to left and right, and up and down will spin it that way. So I've got 14 SCU in here now. I'll put 15, 16, 2 more in here, 3 more altogether. I may just cut it off at 2 and be done and head back towards area 18 and sell my salvage. Oh, more mining beams. This is a bug you'll get every once in a while. This is still PTU. Shut down your miners or your salvaging beams and bring them back up, and it just resets them, and you're back in business. Any part of the ship that has moving parts like bomb bay doors and stuff like that, or just airlocks, you can't salvage those. It just kills the beam. Or if it's a component right now, like that little red thing there that you're seeing, that's a thruster, so it won't let me salvage anything. right there. I'm not sure what's right there, but it's the same on every one of these. You can kind of go around the edge to get as much as possible. As soon as you get into this little area right there, it just makes your beams go every which way. See what I mean about them jumping around like that? I don't know why they're doing that. I think it's because they're not attached to the actual grid. So I should probably be able to get one more box, because I've got 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I might be able to get two more in here, and I'll put one right here, and the other one that'll eject out of there. Or I might be able to just put it right here. And then I will call it. And we'll head back and I'll show you how much we make off of that much. And in order to speed this up just a little bit, I'm going to drop down here to the other side, where I usually can pull a lot of salvage really quick. Also, the ends of these thrusters here usually pulls it in pretty quick. This should be the last bit that I grabbed tonight. I can edge this just right.
All right.
And there we go. Back to Area 18. Be glad when they redo the Moby glass, because this setup is a little wonky. Engage jump.
By your command.
Quantum drive is now on.
I think the entire time I've been playing, this is the second time I've got this weird effects whenever I go into quantum and in space. It looks like the artifacting ended. Now you have a little bit of clearer view of it. See, those are jumping around in the back. But it looks a lot like a Venture from EVE Online. Except for, I think this looks better. Because I'm inside it and can walk around in it. There's the rear cargo door. Close that up before it jumps out, because I ain't going after it. But as you can see there, I think in one of the future updates that is going to be part of the ship munching that's going to draw the ship pieces in there, and there's a grinder in there. That's what it looks like from some of the concept art that they have. For now, let's find, there it is. We'll line up here. Engage jump.
Engaging jump.
Quantum drive is now on.
But I absolutely love this voice attack. It lets me do a lot of stuff hands-free, so I don't have to take my hand off my flight controls, hardly ever. Alright, here is Area 18.
Quantum drive is now off.
The thing you're wanting to look for is right about there. A little hard to see through the clouds. Normally I have them turned off. I'm going to go ahead and shut those off for now so that Can't remember. Area 18 may have them. It may just be the atmosphere. Area 18 in and of itself is not that big, looking at it from up here. It's pretty well lit up even at night. But that right there is kind of what you're looking for, is that flat space in the middle of all these buildings. Which once you get below the cloud level, it becomes a lot clearer. Again, if you like what you're seeing, please hit that like and subscribe button. If you're on YouTube, if you're on Twitch, give me a follow so that you can keep up to date whenever I start a live stream. At the end of the stream, I will put up, hopefully, an overlay that will show you the referral code if you decide to join us. And in our about and descriptions, you will find our Discord link. Everybody is welcome to join our Discord. Request landing permission.
Sending docking request.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Alright, looks like we've got a landing bay. Deploy landing gear. Looks like I'm in a straight down pad. Yep.
Warning, you are leaving a safe zone. Warning, you are leaving a safe zone. Warning, you are leaving a safe zone.
Landing complete.
Another thing you want to do whenever you land is make sure to turn your engines off with the I key. And me personally, I like making sure my ship is ready for the next run before I do anything. So I always repair and refuel. And you can exit your ship while it's doing that. Looks like I gotta wait a second for it to get here. Now here comes the moment of truth to see if they've got any part of the cargo grid fixed, which I'm feeling confident that it does. As you come out here, you'll go out here and turn left to go back to the main area. You can see the ASOP terminals here. Just go around them, up these little steps. Over there, by the way, is the rentals. And you'll want to go through customs that doesn't actually scan you for anything. But be careful. Our buddy Morbid Drake found out the hard way that these guys do not play around when it comes to bringing fruits. They will arrest you. Don't get caught with contraband fruit. Drugs are A-okay, but don't bring any fruit. Hopefully through the magic of editing at this point, my wonderful editor, Ellie, will speed this up so you don't have to watch the entire tram ride unless I fall through the floor to my death, which she will make sure to slow that down. I'm almost positive. So that you all can enjoy my death. But I'm confident CIG has fixed this. And as you can see, all the civilians here at Area 18 are practicing for Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift space style. This is actually pretty short transit, even without the magic of editing the speed of the tram. Alright, when you come off the tram, you'll go up to the ArtCore Plaza. Aim for that right-hand side staircase, because it's just closer to the TPP. Go up these stairs, and as soon as we come out of this building, we will go off to the right. There's the TDD right there. Just in case you're wondering, that stands for Trade Development Division. And the terminals are lining both sides of the walls. There are lots and lots of them. Click on sell. Drop down to the vulture and hope. Yay! Looks like we've got 18 to sell, so let's do the loose ones. That's 46K. Plus 92, so that's not a bad haul. About 130,000, and that was roughly 45 minutes worth of salvaging to make a little over 130 some odd K, which isn't great, but as a single mite salvager doing that, it's a great start. If I do that a few more times, I mean, I'll be able to It'd probably take me a few hours or even a couple of days to make enough to buy some of the 2 to 5 mil ships. If I had Ellie with me, or even Morbid, running a cargo master in the Vulture, we'd probably cut that down to about 20 minutes per full load. And in the Reclaimer, in that amount of time that I just spent doing that, we would make about 550,000 to split between the three of us, or even just two of us. And that is it, boys and girls, for today's live stream. This was the SC Ready Room.